All right, so we're just about to take off from Venice. We're heading back to Munich. After Munich, we're going to Paris. So I won't bore you with too much of the in-between. So we'll see you in Paris. All right, so here is our hotel room at Motel 8, Super 8 in Munich. Nothing really special. The bathroom is beautiful though. Yeah, that's a frosted glass to look at the bedroom, I guess. That's nice. But some tables to come out. The beds are single, so they're kind of folded like prison. But, I mean, it's quaint, I'll give it that. Alright, so thought we'd give you an update on today's travel where we went from Italy back to Germany. Now, when we were heading from Germany to Italy, we ended up taking something called a FlixBus. It's a green double-decker bus it looked like it was going to be a really good deal traveling there. We were able to pick our seats. It has a bathroom. It was also 3 hours late, so it delayed us significantly, and we were taking the same FlixBus on the way back, and we were supposed to leave at 12:40. The bus left probably about 25 minutes before that. So we got there, and unfortunately they had already left. Nobody spoke English. There was another FlixBus, extremely unhelpful. So yes, FlixBus, I cannot recommend them at all. Definitely take trains because they're a little bit more accurate on their times, but any buses, you're taking a huge gamble on whether it's going to leave on time or going to leave early without letting you know. Luckily, we did end up meeting, she was an exchange student, or?
She went to school in Germany, in Munich.
Yeah, she was from China, and it has been studying here for the last
3 years.
3 years. So she was in the same boat. She got there a little bit after us, and once again, the bus was gone. So luckily, we ended up finding out that there was a train that was able to leave Venice to Munich that would have been able to get us here on time. However, we had to run, and if I can say anything about traveling in Venice, is having luggage that's heavy, having to go over stairs and carrying it and hills is not fun. It was excruciating. So by the time we ended up getting to the train station, I did end up buying tickets right away just in case we missed it, because we were cutting it that close. She followed us, and on the way there, she actually bought tickets. She bought herself a ticket to get onto the train. We were going to buy them there, but once again, there wasn't anybody to help us. So she said that we could actually buy the tickets even while we're on the train. So we just hopped on with her, and luckily she was able to, we lost cell service as soon as we got into the train. So she was extremely nice. She ended up buying the tickets, our tickets, on her phone with her credit card, and then turning on her Wi-Fi hotspot so I can PayPal her the money, which was amazing, because if it wasn't for her helping us, we either might have missed the train, we would have never been here. It really was difficult to travel. What do you think about FlixBus?
I'm not a fan. The seats weren't that comfortable, and we had more leg room than everyone else on the bus. It was hot. I felt like I was getting a sunburn on my face.
We were in the top deck, and we ended up we're in the top deck in the very front. So if you look at our previous video, I think this is the previous video. If you look at our previous video, you'll see that 8-minute beautiful speed of how we got to Venice. That was done when we were up top on the second deck. I had a second phone doing a hyperlapse of the whole trip, but it was extremely hot because the sun was on you, you were baking, there had no AC. So FlixBus is definitely not one that I would recommend. I honestly wouldn't recommend any buses because they're such a hit and miss between 3 hours late and leaving early, which is, I used probably a lot of profanity. We both did for probably the first hour and a half of the train ride, which is why instead of the bus, you see train pictures prior to this clip. But luckily we made it to Munich. We're here, we got our hotel. Tomorrow morning we're waking up in how many hours? I don't even know what time it is.
I don't know, we're waking up at 5 a.m.
So, I don't even know what time it is.
It's probably 9:30, 10 o'clock right now.
Okay, so yeah, we got a couple hours. We still gotta change all our luggage because we're gonna be backpacking the next couple of days, so we're not gonna have that huge luggage, thank God, but then we're also gonna need to carry everything that we need for the next 3 days, 4 days?
3 days.
3 days. So tomorrow morning it's a super train or a fast train?
Fast train, yep.
Is it faster than the one we're on today? Yeah.
Yes, it's the, this train is the TVG train, but there is an ICE train as well that's fast train.
And we're on the fast
We're on the TGV. Tongue twister.
We're going to be on another train.
Fast train.
A faster train, which is good. So that's only going to be about 6 hours. So we're going to be in Paris roughly around 12:30 or so. So we'll have pretty much the whole day. We're immediately going to get off, do a whole bunch of this, touristy stuff, Statue of Liberty, Arc de Triomphe, which is kind of what this looks like, and the Catacombs. She definitely wants to see the Catacombs.
I'm very excited for that.
I want to see the Eiffel Tower at night, all lit up with the sparkly lights and everything. So we're going to take pictures and videos. We're going to combine these days together for one longer video instead of just us traveling and complaining at the end. So we will see you tomorrow. Well, hopefully everything goes a lot smoother than it did today. All right, so this is our high-speed train. Unlike the other crap company, it's not FlixBus, it's Flix bus apparently, and it's green. It'll say Flix, so please don't overuse that. All right, see you in Paris. All right, so we made it to Paris. Only hiccup is I left my rain jacket in the train. Silly me. Luckily, I think the weather is breaking. But this is our Airbnb. Nice little cozy. Looks like a queen or a king's width, but a queen length. Yeah, pretty basic, but has everything we need. Kitchen and bathroom. It's got a washer and dryer, which is good because we are planning on actually doing laundry. All right, so this is your behind the scenes look at the streets of Paris. Let's check them out. And bam, there she is. There is a ton of scooters. I love it. Although they do drive anywhere they want, so if you're a driver, I'm assuming that's got to be a little bit on the annoying side. Don't know what that building is. It's 14 degrees Celsius, whatever that is. It's a little chilly, but not too bad. And yes, you can rent scooters, or the regular scooters, these scooters, not actual motorcycle scooters, and there are a lot of them. Well, there's that two-wheel moped. That's kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of New York City. Our Uber driver told us when it rains, traffic gets horrible, because apparently they can't drive in the rain very well. Kia. She is poking her head out. That's where we're heading right now. There's another scooter with two wheels on the front. Alright, I think you guys get the idea. The architecture is beautiful, but it definitely has that city vibe. We'll see you up there.
Bienvenue au deuxième étage. Welcome to the second floor. Changement d'ascenseur pour aller au sommet. Change lift to go to top floor. Se tiene que cambiar de ascensor para ir a la tercera planta.
Go to top floor, taxi elevator upstairs please, tercera planta, plataforma superior. Pour le sommet, go to top floor, taxi elevator upstairs please. Tercera planta, plataforma superior. You can go all the way up to the floor.
I have points.
Huh?
Vedo anche sopra, guarda su. No, guarda che figo.
Ja, okay, so schnell aufgehen.
Ich würde da leben.
Ja, mal vor die Tür geht auf.
Ich bin echt unmoralisch. Ich hoffe, die Tür geht auf.
Digga, ja.
Noch nass, oder? Ja, gar nicht so letzte Ja, das ist auch letzte Diesen letzte
Bisschen festhalten.
So festhalten, die sind an der Seite.
Junge Ohren, die hast du wieder.
Ja?
Nimm das nicht so.
Ey, meine Ohren drücken.
Ja, das ist so.
Digga, was hält noch für
Wie viele Meter sind das?
Ja, die Handy umgeht. Das war zu hoch. Figo, però. Das ist richtig aus.
Junge.
Gott, die Hand Ah, ci pensi molto le Olimpiadi?
Sì,
Das ist der Bauernhof, kannst du.
Bruder, was ist das da hinten für ein Park, Alter? Lass mal rein.
Das ist da hinten Pferderennen. Da hier, auf dieser Seite.
Stiamo comunque trattando di andare al primo piano di
Den Park, wo ich hier fahre.
Cosa che Magst du jetzt aber nach oben filmen, Mann, weil das oben ist?
Junge, dumm, Alter. Oben ist
All right, we are at the top of the Eiffel Tower. There's the very tip. And it's quite windy. And since I left my coat on the train, this is what I'm wearing. It's like, I don't know, 30 degrees. Beautiful view. Now over there is 1/4 replica of the Statue of Liberty. Oh, when did, oh, it was Paris 97 or 98 where they had the Olympics. Ah, looks like they still have a little bit of left. It's a nice bridge. All right, so that's how high we are. Yes, no wind over here. And luckily the rain stopped. Don't know what building that is, but it looks really cool. It almost looks like a college. Somebody comments down below. That's a busy bridge. Alright, I don't know what else I'm missing. So, we'll see you guys in a minute.
La visite du premier étage, le restaurant, les boutiques souvenirs, le Alright, so we're going to the famous catacombs that are underneath the city that have all the skulls from the early years. I think, I don't even know how old the oldest one is, but we'll find out. And it's a lot of stairs. They gave us this audiobook, which apparently is, you just press a button and it's in speaker form. They don't have any headphones. Looks like a cell phone. Alright, I'm gonna pause it until we get there.
Catacombs. Did you know that at the end of the 18th century, the building you came in by marked the city limits? Beyond that were the suburbs, then open countryside. You've come down 132.
Now we gotta go upstairs. What is going on here? Oh, here we go.
Limestone was used for buildings in Paris. How was this limestone formed? Jean-Pierre Gély, a geologist and expert on subterranean Paris, explains.
You have to go back 45 million years. Dinosaurs died out 20 million years ago, and at that time, 45 million years ago, the Paris region was under the sea. The sea was quite shallow, only about 30 meters deep. It was warm and tropical, very rich in marine organisms, and limestone sediment was gradually deposited on the seabed. It was that build-up of limestone sediment which then solidified, lithified into the limestone you see today.
To find out how people worked the limestone quarries, carry on through the gallery and then start the next commentary.
Been one of the city's major assets all through history since ancient times. In the 1st century AD, the Romans ruled Gaul, and Paris was still called Lutetia. The city extended.
At the bend in the path, you can see a low wall of bones, which was restored in November 2015. The wall was on the point of collapse base had deteriorated because the organic material is very susceptible to the damp, and we decided to restore it. We carry out 2 sessions per year with a specialist team supported by a restoration expert. The whole operation takes a week, and we proceed by taking down all the bones, sorting them, and putting them back in place one by one, following the original model of alternating the skulls and the femurs.
On the 29th of August 1788, a load of bodies of workmen, members of the bourgeoisie and guards was delivered to Dombissoir. These had been picked up in the street at the Pont Neuf, in the Place de Grève, and outside the Hôtel de Brienne, following 2 days of rioting after the dismissal of Louis XVI's finance minister, who had just declared France bankrupt. The States General were convened and announced the start of the French Revolution.
It was not just the people killed in the August 1788 riots who were taken to the catacombs. The 3 funerary monuments around you are reminders of some of the popular uprisings that took place immediately before the revolution in 1788 and during it in 1789 and 1792. This is the only tombstone you'll see in the catacombs. It used to be
That's classy.
This is the only tombstone you'll see in the catacombs. It used to be on the tomb of Françoise Gélin, who died in 1821. She devoted her life to securing the release of a famous prisoner, Jean-Henri de Latude, from the Bastille. In an attempt to gain the favor of Louis XV's mistress, Madame de Pompadour, Latude arranged a fake attack on her in 1748, taking care to warn her of the danger in a letter. When the hoax was discovered, he was arrested and paid for this childish prank by being imprisoned without trial in various royal prisons for 35 years. He managed to escape several times, but was always recaptured. The rope ladder he used to escape from the Bastille on the night of the 25th to the 26th of February 1764 is now on display in the Musée Carnavalet. When the catacombs were built, a sort of museum was set up at the Dombissoir quarry. Tombstones, crosses, and inscriptions from the cemeteries were displayed there if the families had not asked for their return. This short-lived museum disappeared during the Revolution. Françoise Gélin's plaque is all that remains of it. To listen to the next
Is it still sparkling?